Hi, this is Chris Hipgrave. I want to give you a walkthrough of my 2015 Lord of the Fork race. This is the start line. I like to get a little further out in the current, but when they say go, you got to go. This first pull, you just got to hammer across right here. Yeah, through this rapid right here, you really need to keep your nose up, keep it clean, make the S-turn. And then again, hammer through that flat to the very first rapid. So this rapid's actually pretty hard to do well. I like to start way left and punch all the way across it. The water does an S-turn here, so by starting left and driving across, you effectively make the S-turn a straight line. It's pretty hard to do well. Here we are in the entrance of Maze. The entrance to Maze really hasn't changed in many years, but right below this spot right here, things have changed a lot this year, and there's some new boulders in there. The water's doing some really weird things. So it took a while for us to get it right this year. But it's basically the same line. Get in there and figure it out. This is where things start to go wrong for me in this year's race. Got a little too far left right here. So I'm going to swing it back right. So now I'm aiming at the right bank. I go way too far right. Now I've got to come back left going into second drop, which forced me just to kind of punch the hole and get pushed back right. And then everything unraveled pretty badly right here. This eddy's really easy to get into and really, really hard to get out of. It's quite a fight to get out. A huge boil. Yep, so I lost about 10 seconds there. Pretty disappointed. Everything went fairly well up to that point, but all you can do is shake it off and get back on the power. Everybody else behind you might have the same problems. So once you hit this pull right here again, this is one of the biggest flat water stretches on the Russell Fork. So you just got to put the hammer down and drive as hard as you can across it to get back into the whitewater. I think this wave train here is pretty important. It's really hard to do well. There's lots of waves, so you want to keep your bow up, keep the power on, and if you can keep that bow nice and dry, you tend to do this stretch pretty well. There's kind of a left line and a right line through the wave train. Super fun rapid right here. I like to go all the way left. Get on this big slug of water that falls down the ramp right there. You're going to get a ton of free speed, and then get really close to that rock on the right and follow the nice clean water out. Then we've got this next big pull all the way to El Horrendo. Again, you just got to suck it up and really paddle through this next stretch. We're coming into El Horrendo here. This is the biggest, most spectacular rapid on this race course, on the gorge. Beautiful piece of whitewater. So I used that eddy right there to pre-turn my boat. Yeah, right there on the edge of the hole. Paddle, paddle, paddle. This section of boils right there is really hard. You've got to move left over it so all the water's going right. Get into that race line and then start moving back right again. Just drive off east ledge, boof off that last one, and you're back in the current. This hole right here is pretty tricky to do fast too. You just got to hit it on that kind of left of center, get that bow down and get back on the power too. There's El Hydraulic, all the currents on that left wall. Follow that left wall down. Again, just got to hammer across the flats here, using what current there is on the left hand side. Now we started this race in the early 90s, and I think we had 6 people at that first race. So it's pretty amazing to see the Russell Fork race get stronger and stronger. This year I think we had 120 competitors. It certainly helps having it just a week or 2 before the green race, but the Russell Fork's really becoming a classic in its own right. Right, we're coming into foreplay right now, so this is the home stretch. This entrance booth here is super fun. I like to booth it, keeping my nose downstream, so I'm always moving towards the finish line. Move right here, and this sweep stroke, right, it's here on the right there. Super important, otherwise you get pushed right. Now we're coming into the meat of foreplay. Lots of janky white water in here. Again, you just got to keep your speed up, the bow up, and just find the straight line. Everything is generally next to a big rock, all the nice clean lines. There's lots of things to look for. Coming out of here, you've got 3 options to line up the climax: a left chute, a middle booth, or a right slot. So I took the middle line there, nice booth, and then we're lining up in the climax and the finish line. You normally take a face fall there, so you shake it off and do the last sprint, and there's the finish line. Hope this helped. Thanks for watching.